Good evening from Southeast Asia. Happen to be in Manila. Still. Hate it. Love it. It's God. You know, this bed is too soft and this bed is too hard and this bed is just right. Philippines is none of those things. Philippines is all of those things. It's none of those things. It's all those things put together. I was here about 8-9 years ago. Didn't like it. I just stumbled upon scammer after scammer after scammer after scammer, and after a few months I thought, oh, I get it. Philippines is just one big scam. And it kind of is. But if you know the little tiny little dark crevices to look into, you can find really, really nice, good, solid quality people. I have an extended family in the U.S. of about 300 Filipinos. And except for that pedophile guy, 299 of them are pretty damn good. Pretty good. Not 100%, but, not like me. Not 100% like me. But, shut up. Okay. This is episode number 264 of the, is it episode? Yeah, it's episode number 264 of the alienanalprobe.com. See, I got my thesaurus. I got a whole list of shit it can be. And I love this. I know it's tedious, but performance newscast program. There we go. 264 of the alienanalprobe.com performance newscast program. That's it. That's a good one for tonight. And I got pages of shit that this could be. Okay. All tapes are copyright 2023 by stockphotosworldwide.com. And you can go there, or you can go to alienanalprobe.com, or you can go to, where else can you go? You want to read them all? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Is this still going to work? Maybe. I don't know. Is it working? Or did I just shut down the feed? I can't put it on the screen, but as soon as I get my head out of my ass, I'll figure out what I'm doing here. Yeah, here we go. Hang on. I'm going to tell you where you can go. Well, I know. I mean, not like that. It's going to be a nice thing. Okay, here we go. Where can we go? Where's my list? Okay, you go down to alienanalprobe.com. You see there's you get all kinds of shit here. You got a big hand coming up out of the water. That's supposed to be a creepy monster thing, like I don't know, it doesn't really look like an alien, but if it's that fucking big, it's crushing boats in the lake. Okay, if it's that goddamn big, it has to be an alien, right? Okay, and then you got you go on the website right now. Go there. Right? alienanalprobe.com. I'm on that page, okay? And then you go down and we got a little graphic of a yoga woman, some goddamn thing farting blue smoke out of her ass. And we're just saying, don't be one of those people and go to our website because we don't want you. That's the woke, and the politically correct, because you ain't going to be happy and we're going to rank on you and we're going to say bad fucking shit about you. And we ain't going to use proper pronouns. We're going to intentionally use fucked up, stupid pronouns. Okay. There's the cat with the big bucket that we put all the sand in. He's taking a crap in there. That fucking son of a bitch. Okay. Here we go. Theyclaim.com. You can go there. You can go to biteymouse.com. BITEY mouse.com. We'll probably drop that one. chickgo.com. alienanalprobe.com. We already said that. jackassmonkeys.com. I rather like that one. vibratingcactus.com. rattlesnakeeyes.com. All these websites have the same content. aliensintheperimeter.com. What the fuck? Do we still have that one? I thought we let that go. Wait a minute. Does it work? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, hell. Now, I did something and it refreshed the page. Oh, hell. Okay. And we got beyondludicrousspeed.com. Okay. Got to have that one. That's a That's a must-have. Stockphotosworldwide.com, killerclownsfromspace.com. We ain't never going to get rid of that one. SaveTheGayWhalesForJesus.com. I don't know what. It seemed like a good idea at the moment, you know. Lots of things seem like a good. AlienWhispererProductions.com. Okay, we got like 88 domains. These are just a few that we didn't know what to do with. And, you know, whatever. Okay. And then is there anything else interesting on here? Oh, there's Frankenberry the cat. Frankenberry the cat. Jackass. He's real. I'm sorry. I am sorry he's real. Unfortunately, he's real. Okay. We put chicken feed on him, you know, whatever. Okay. Anything else interesting? Oh, there's the, we at Burning Man 1 year, we handed out, I guess it was last year. We handed out like 270,000 of these sticker things. They were big sticker things. Maybe you got one, you know, maybe you didn't. I don't know. They were fun. But almost nobody understood it. Almost no. I mean, what's not to fucking understand? It's a picture of an alien. You know, it's a sticker. I don't know how big it was. It was like 3-4 inches, something like that. It was pretty big. We spent a fortune on them. We have a big industrial vinyl sticky printer thing, and we spent a fortune on these motherfuckers. And people loved them because they were colorful, and they said Burning Man, and like that. Okay, oh god, then you're in, you know. But it says at the top, it's a picture of an alien with an alien penis for a nose. And it says, I've been probed. Okay. Only it's spelled a little differently. It's AHBIN probed. Okay. Been probed. Okay. No one got it. No one could make that tiny leap from that been probed. Okay. That's, you know, fucking Franklin knew what that was. Okay. Nobody could make the leap from that to I've been probed. No. I don't think one single person figured that out. You know, in some quadrants at Burning Man, it wasn't exactly the brightest fucking bulbs in the string. Okay. All right. And then it goes down and it says, and I liked it. Okay. That means, and I liked it. Okay. Nobody figured that out either. They would get them and they would just thank us profusely. And then we'd go sit down nearby, and then a few minutes later they'd come over and really puzzled look on their little brownie faces, you know. And oh, what does it mean? And you know, sometimes we explained it, and sometimes we just got on our little electric bikes and rode away. Okay. I don't know what nothing important. Okay, we're done with that shit. Okay. Let's see. We did the copyright thing, right? All tapes are copyright 2023. Stockphotosworldwide.com. Okay. Okay. I want to sort of touch on something really quickly. We've talked about it a few times. Wait, what happened? Oh no. Let's do some hell. Everybody, well, okay, first of all, you've noticed, you can't, if you haven't noticed it, you're brain dead and blind and doing the ostrich thing out in the sand dune someplace. If you have not noticed this, the world at all, the world, the media, social media, the quote unquote, gotta laugh when you say this one, real media. Good God. All of them have gone berserk over the last 3 months, 4 months, five, maybe 5 months, I don't know. About aliens. They're goo goo gaga with alien shit. Suddenly, the subject of aliens has gone from getting you locked up in the loony bin to being a legitimate topic of conversation. There are reasons for it. I'm not going to go into it. everybody is talking about aliens. There are all kinds of high-level people coming forward and saying, well, yeah, we got bodies, we got, whatever. We got spaceships, we got aliens, we got, it's all true. It's all true. The government, quote unquote, has not officially come forth and said anything except that the objects videotaped from the fighter jets were real. The Tic Tac and Fast Walker, I can't remember the name, how they named it. That's the only thing the government has admitted. They're real. They're not ours. They don't come from any other country on Earth. And so therefore, let's see, where could they be from? Let's see. Not ours. Not from Russia, not from China, not from Turkey. What else is there? Oh, Canada. They must be from fucking Canada, eh? Yeah, those Canucks. Oh my God, they're clever, tricky little bastards, aren't they? They built all this shit and they kept it in, underwater along the Sunshine Coast there in BC. And they've been keeping a secret, all the fucking shit. Anyway, the government said, okay, they're real. They're real. They're not from here. They didn't actually come out and say aliens. They didn't actually spell it out. They just sort of said A-L-I-E. That's all we're going to say. No, we can't talk anymore. Okay, so that started the whole thing. It started really slowly. It was a slow groundswell starting in about 2017. And it's building to a, well, I don't know if it's building to a crest. It's building for sure over the last 5 months. Okay. Everybody's talking about it. Every news media, every news outlet is talking about it. Everybody online is going berserk about it. It's burning up the fiber. Everybody thinks, okay, therefore, that means pretty soon the government is going to have to come forward and say everything. They're going to have to spill their guts and say, okay, aliens are here. They've been here a long time. We got them. We got them on ice. We made deals with them. They've been probing us. We've been probing them. They steal children and women at night. And, when your cat went missing, that's what happened to it because they really, really like them, Okay. Everybody seemed to think that's going to happen. I'm saying 9, not going to happen. The best you can hope for the time being, is that the government will finish the word instead of stopping, with the dash at A-L-I-E. They're going to finish the word, and they're going to say A-L-I-E-N-S. Are we even going to get to that point? Are they even going to say, okay, people, they're aliens, okay? Man, I'm not sure. They're never going to admit everything. They're not going to admit probably more than about 1%, even if they're forced to. But will they admit that one thing? Everybody thinks they're going to. I mean, people are just hyperventilating. The news anchors, everybody thought, oh, God, we're on the verge of, oh, God, they're going to tell us. I'm just not sure. They don't have to. Why do they have to? They don't want to. God knows they don't want to. Really, for a multitude of reasons, and we've covered these before, they don't want to. They love their little secrets. Even though we pay for them, they have them, and they're going to keep them, and they're not going to give them up willingly. So what the hell? What's going to happen? I think nothing. Two things could force them to do/say something actually materially important. One would be that somebody on the inside goes rogue and they fill a briefcase full of alien documents in some black ops office somewhere hard drives, the whole fucking shit. And they waltz on out the door and they go, buy a laptop with cash where there's no cameras to record the sale, and they go to an internet cafe under an assumed name with a disguise. And they just upload that shit fast as they can. They just upload it everywhere. And when they're done, they go incinerate the laptop. Yeah, they're going to get caught anyway, but might as well go through the motions, They're going to get caught and cooked in fucking olive oil slowly until they're hoarse from screaming, It's going to be grisly. But if you had that kind of documentation that could not be refuted 10,000 times over, then maybe the government would have no choice but to say, okay, aliens are here, they've been here, they're probing us, they're taking our kids, they're boinking our women, whatever, they're eating our cats, whatever. Even then, they wouldn't do it willingly. They would do it slowly and grudgingly, and they would try to dispute every single document, and it would just be an ugly, drawn-out process. It would just be terrible. But that's one way it could happen, or at least begin to happen. The other way is if you get a Roswell incident. I didn't used to believe in that. My early years of investigating, I didn't believe it at all. And then I kind of went back and forth a little bit, swayed this way, swayed that way. And now I'm at the point where I'm not really sure. If I had to put odds on it, I say, okay, 51% it happened, 49% it didn't. I lean towards it happening, having happened. But man, I'm not betting my life on it. Maybe. There are just too many holes in the story. And a lot of them were probably intentionally poked to make people like me say they're not sure. Okay, anyway, if we have a Roswell incident, let's say Roswell was real. If we have one of those in downtown Cincinnati, 30, 40, 50 people killed on the ground, debris everywhere, aliens everywhere, 115,000 people got it on cell phone, radiation everywhere. It's a fucking mess. Okay, fucking mess. You can't hide it. You can't lock down Cincinnati or Denver or Seattle, Then they're going to have to talk. But even then, they're only going to reveal what they have to. They're going to say, well, yeah, okay, well, aliens have been here for a long time. We didn't want to scare anybody, but we never saw no aliens like these. No, we never really had any crashes before. These ones are real. Okay, we give you that. These ones aren't real in Cincinnati, but they're the only ones we promise really, Girl Scouts honor. Fuck. So those are the only two things I can think of that are going to force this to a head. People coming forward as they are now, and the list is kind of growing. That's not going to force them to do diddly shit. They are interested in that happening. They're watching and they're studying. They're gauging the public reaction as more and more people become convinced of aliens. And they're watching it, they're studying it, and it's actually a big real-time worldwide study that they're getting for free. And they're just grabbing data as fast as they can, just to see how much people will tolerate before they start going berserk and not going to work and shit like that. So they're watching it really, really closely. And as well they should, So we're kind of back to the same place we were when we discussed this in the other tapes, Everybody's just goo gaga, just oh my God, they're going to have to tell us soon. There's going to be a major announcement. It's pending. It's coming. Oh God, we're just so breathless. I hyperventilate to like fall over at the podium, and I'm just not convinced. It'd be cool if they did it, if the government did it, but I'm not convinced. They don't have to. They're not going to do it until somebody or something forces them, and they're backed into a corner, and they've climbed the walls as high as they can get, and they just found a concrete ceiling, and they tried to dig through the floor, and they can't get out of it there either, and they tried to bore through the sides of the walls, and they're too hard, they can't get through. And then they're just going to say, oh, okay. Yeah, aliens are, probably real, but we never saw them before, These are the only ones. Okay. Why would they have to tell you more than that? Why? Why would they? Why would they have to? What's going to make them? Nothing. Okay, so that's... I'm just in awe of the amount of chatter. There's our poltergeist again. Bastard. That's probably that fucking cat. I think he leaves his body when he's sleeping. And he flies around and got some kind of fucking cat power shit in the astral world or something like that. And he fucks around and does shit. Yeah, pretty sure that's it. I'll get a goddamn Faraday cage and I'll put that little fuck in there. He won't be flying around after that anymore. Okay, so we got to do this nasty thing here. I've said this 10,000 times. Well, everybody knows with these things. We started out with 9,400 reports of aliens doing some damn thing. Not lights in the sky, not other shit, but supposedly real aliens. 9,400 reports. We're down to 8,000 reports. After we go through the reports one by one, line by line. If they're bullshit, we delete them. They're gone into the corner. If they might have possibly a little bit of credibility, we take a little pinch of sand, we drop it in the big bucket that's on the website with the cat shit in it. And yes, we take the shit out. God, Jesus, how many times people have to ask me that? No, we leave it in there. Fucking hell. He's got big shit too. He's got this fucking Lincoln logs. I never saw cat crap like that. It's like a German Shepherd. Yeah, there he is. See, he's fucking with me right now. You hear that knock? That's that little fucking bastard. Cockroach. I know what he's doing too. He's trying to get in the fridge. In the astral state, he's trying to get in the fridge because he knows there's fucking ham in there. Okay. All right, so we have gone through all of our old 3,000-year-old reports. Some good ones in there. Quite a few good ones, really, but a lot of really shitty ones. And now we're up to the year of 1850. We have nothing older than 1850 left in the database right now. And so we're trying to get them out of there. Up after about 1900, they start getting more coherent and more interesting. And we're trying to just make them, we got to grind through them a little bit. So we do 1, 2, sometimes 3 per episode. We try. Sometimes we can't. Sometimes we just gag up. We can't do it. But we're trying. Okay, so let's see if we can do 1 or 2 or maybe 3, depending on how outrageously hideous they are. Here's Lichen, probably Lichen, Poland. May 1850 times daytime. Devout Catholic I don't fucking hell. Mike. Let's call him Mike. I'm not going to struggle with these names anymore. I can't speak every language on earth, for Christ's sake. Devout Catholic Mike. A local shepherd was working on a pasture when he saw a beautiful woman. Oh, that would be so surprising, wouldn't it? I was in Romania last winter. Romania, Ukraine, well, all of Eastern Europe. And one of the places I slept in the kind of the attic of a church, freezing cold. Jesus Christ. Came from Southeast Asia to that, 100 degrees to 100 below, pretty much like that. And this area was just endless sheep pastures as far as the eye could see, and there were shepherds out there. And they had, different sizes of herds. Some of them had probably 200, 300, 400 sheep, and they just walked around. They had some of them, well, the lucky ones had a dog or two. Some of them didn't. And they just walked around. And I thought, oh, well, these are very peaceful, nice people, And they came to church every Sunday, and these are godly people. These are, nice folks. And about halfway through my stay, I found out that the kids, all the neighborhood kids, would run out there whenever they could. They'd be way to hell. They'd be a goddamn mile out to some pasture, nothing around. And the kids would run out there to talk to them. And we thought, oh, that's nice, because these guys were all, 80 years old, something like that, hobbling around with their stick, and their three-legged dog, or whatever the fuck. And the kids would all run out there, the boys mostly, so they could look at their porn that these guys had. So you got little, 6 years old and up, these guys are out there showing them porn. Oh, God. Okay. Anyway. It doesn't mean Mike here is doing that, but that's what they think about out there. That was the point of this story. And after a while, when they can't find no beautiful women out there in the middle of nowhere in the freezing snow and the cold and the wind, them sheep start looking better and better and better. Okay, so Mike is out there. He's in Poland. It's the same place. It's the same stinking region. It's the same country. It's the same mentality. It's the same weather as where I was. And he sees a beautiful one. I bet it's just a sheep's ass. Okay. She blessed God and said, Mike, tell the people that punishment for their sins is approaching. This is 1850 now. The plague will appear in this area. Encourage them to do penance and prayer. Oh, God. Okay, so Mike, he's asking her, does it count if I have relations with the sheep? Is that a bad thing? No, he didn't say that, but I bet he was thinking that when she was talking about it. He's thinking, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. This is like an angel woman. She fucking saw me doing that. God damn it, Jesus Christ. All right. If they are righteous, there will be no punishment. And Mike's thinking, well, I'm fucked. I'm just fucked. I'm as fucked as that sheep, By the way, can you get ED from a sheep, Probably. He was wondering that. Oh, 1850. No, he probably wasn't. Okay. Especially they should pray to the rosary and consider the life of Jesus Christ and his martyrdom. Okay. Mike, I don't know where in that God hell the aliens are. Mike was also told that a great war was approaching. Well, I can make that prediction too. A great war is approaching. Okay. There you go. There you go. It's going to come true. I'm a fucking genius. It's going to come true. Call me Nostradamus, And it's going to rain sometime. It's going to be cloudy sometimes. That's another. Write that motherfucker down, Record it somewhere. And make bets on it. Because it's going to fucking happen, I guarantee it. Okay, so this magical, beautiful woman entity thing, whatever the hell she is, she tells Mike that there's going to be a great war and shit like that. Okay. She also asked him to fix up the nearby chapel since there will be many visitors soon. Okay. And get those coffers shined up, ready to go, because we like that. But the modest and shy shepherd didn't tell anybody about the encounter. Yeah, because it was just a sheep. After a few weeks and while praying in the field, he saw the woman again. And now she's pissed. I bet she's fucking pissed now because he didn't tell anybody. This time she comes in on a broomstick. The extraordinary looking woman prayed for humanity's sins and called for penance and pray with the rosary. If she's some deity, some angelic, daughter of God, some kind of damn thing, why would she have to be physically beautiful? See, I don't buy that shit. It shouldn't matter to God. Really. She could look like a goddamn sea hag, Why does she... Well, I forgot because Mike's been fantasizing about the asses of certain of the sheep, She then spoke about Polish history and foretold the rebirth of Poland. She reprimanded him for his passivity in revealing her predictions. However, he became more confused since he didn't know how. Okay. Well, you go around and you tell people what you saw. Okay, that's how you do it. But I run into this all the time in third world countries where people don't know how to do anything at all. I was talking to a girl online last night before, and she's trying to figure out if she's close enough to me in the Philippines to come and visit me. And I said, okay, where are you? And she says, in the Philippines. And I said, oh, okay, sweetie, I know you're in the Philippines. What city are you in? So I can look up the mileage. And she says, well, I was born in such and such. I said, okay, that's nice. That's nice. But where do you live now? Well, my family lives in something. I said, okay. Do you live with your family? No. What's the name of your city? I'm at home now. Where's your home? In the Philippines. Oh, I really hope we can meet. I really want to. I can take the bus, I can come and see you. And I'm like, okay, how far will it be on the bus? Well, I don't know. It just went like that until I said, okay, thank you very much, and blocked her. So in third world countries, you're going to get that shit. So this guy says he doesn't know how to go tell the people what he saw. And I believe it. Okay. He shared his views with the woman, parentheses, Mary, question mark, during a prayer in the woods on August 15th. Okay, the woods shone with brilliance, and he saw Mary for the third time. He had a white eagle on her chest. Okay, Howard Stern, come on, take that puppy and run. He would too, that disgusting piece of shit. Fucking fart man. You knew he was fart man, right? FART-MAN. Look it up. Howard Stern, fart man. He was. Because that's how low of a fucking human he is. Really. Jackass. Fucking jackass. God, I loathe him. Wish I had his balls, but, we can't all be a fucking jackass of that magnitude. Okay. The woods shone with brilliance, and he saw, and he had a white eagle on her chest. Who fucking knows what that means? She reported, this is why we don't do them this is why we don't like to do them prior to about 1900. She repeated the warnings and added, I will never leave the people and will save them just like this white eagle. What the fuck? I never saw an eagle do anything except come down and attack weak and helpless kittens and shit like that. Eagles don't save shit. They eat everything. They'll peck the eyes out of your baby, Not really a good symbol. I always wondered about the American, national fucking bird. Yeah, they're scavengers. They're just scavengers. They're big. Okay, that's it. That's all they got. They're fucking big. That's it. That's it. She told him that her image should be removed from the forest chapel. Wait. She told him that her image should be removed from the forest chapel. Oh, I see. And placed in a more accessible location. Yeah. Okay, it should be really bigger and brighter. Put lights on it. Lanterns if you have to. Get some peasants, make them fill the lanterns all night, shit like that. And put it up high too. Oh God, yeah, it's got to be fucking high. And get a bunch of gold, put around it too, because that'll look cool. I'm not necessarily anti-religion, but I'm not pro-religion either. Religion has its place, Okay. She told him, okay. Soon the pilgrims will be arriving from different locations in Poland, and she wants them to see her in all her beautiful magnificence. A magnificent temple devoted to me will be built there soon. Me. And she said to Mike, preach about what you have seen and heard. And as proof, she made the old shepherd younger. Okay. The cholera plague took place in 1852, as Mary foretold. Poland lost its independence in 1795 and regained it in 1918. Okay, well, all right, lucky guess. Okay, we're supposed to say, okay, wait a minute. We're supposed to be looking for aliens, for God's sake. I guess somebody concluded that this beautiful woman, this very vain, beautiful woman was an alien. Well, 9. Okay, that's enough. I can't do any more old ones right now. That taxed me. Oh God, here's a long one. I'm scared of the long ones because I'm not going to go down to the bottom and look, but there's a guy named Anton Anfilov. He does these long ones. And I usually know within a paragraph, sometimes two, if he wrote them. And so let's move right along and see what happens. Okay, Strokino, Kazan, something, Russia, May 1978 times 1500, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Doctor of Technical Sciences, N.F. Kusov, was staying at his dacha, in order to finish a manuscript he had been working on. Okay. As he sat in his study, he noticed an uncommon light shining from outside, apparently from behind some trees. He decided to go investigate the source and saw at about 100 feet from the light a cigar-shaped object, 8 meters in length. Oh God, it's a Titan. It's a fucking missing Titan. Oh shit. No, wait. Sitting on the earth. Wait a minute. I got to say this. Okay, you notice tonight, for this episode, we're in a submarine. We're in a submarine. After the Titan debacle, we wanted to go prove that we could do this, go down and see the Titanic. And so we're there right now. You can look probably, let's see, back here. The portal looking out on the Titanic. And, we're just sitting there on the bottom looking at, clicking pictures and, stuff like that. And shooting video. I don't know why the fuck you shoot a video because there's no goddamn life down there, nothing moves. Yeah, I just hoping some piece of rusty railing chooses that moment to fall off the deck. That's the most exciting fucking thing that's going to happen. Anyway, people have been saying, why? You know what happened to the Titan. Why would you go down there now? Why would you do this, you stupid pieces of shit? You're going to fucking die. And I said, no, that's bullshit. The Titan failed, imploded, because it was made of carbon fiber. And any moron knows can't work, just can't work. Bullshit, stupid engineering, stupid choice of materials, just fucking stupid. But we, on the other hand, we built ours out of fiberglass. So, there you go. Stupid versus smart, They died. We didn't. Okay. All right, so what's his face? He decided to go investigate the source and saw at about 100 feet from the light a cigar-shaped object 8 meters in length sitting on the earth in a clearing at a 45-degree angle. Oh man, I forgot my coffee. Kusov approached to within 15 feet of the object, which emanated a beautiful orange light with different tints. Not tits. Tints. Tints. God, you... Really, people? Really? As Kusov approached the object even further, even closer, I would say, he suddenly felt his insides bursting open. Oh, fuck. Kind of like the Titan, what I'm thinking. Implosion can sort of do that, I mean, it's the opposite of ascending, but okay. He realized he was being enveloped in a low-frequency 7 hertz field. Really? He knew that. He had a frequency counter right there on his fucking belt or something. 7 hertz. That's really, really slow. The vibration of this field is capable of destroying any living organism. Could be. Yeah, could be. I mean, there are some low frequencies like that that can do that. Wish I had one. Kusov took several steps back, and the discomfort passed. Well, God, sounds hokey as hell, but could also be plausible. He approached again, and the same thing happened. Why would you approach again? Your fucking liver's boiling, you stupid shit. At this point, he noticed, to his consternation, how the rays of the sun seemed to be absorbed by the surface of the object, seemingly entering what it appeared to him as a black hole. Ooh. Well, wait a minute. No, if it was a black hole, it would be sucking him in there too. And his little cabin and his dog. And shaken by what he had seen, Kusov walked back to the dacha. What the fuck is that? Dacha. It's got to be dacha. But suddenly broke into a run towards the object. Uh-oh. Wait. Shaken by what he had seen, Kusov walked back to the dacha, to his little home, but suddenly broke into a run towards the object. See, it is a black hole. It's sucking him in, which still sat on the ground. Again, he could not approach the craft due to the high degree of discomfort. Well, is he going loony here or what? Why would he do that? Suddenly, the object rose above the earth to about 2 to 3 meters and then shot away vertically upward. Interestingly, Kusov felt no shock wave emanating from the object's liftoff. Shocked, he stood around for 5 minutes, then, frightened, walked back to the dacha. There, he looked at his wristwatch and was astonished to see that almost 5 hours had passed, and he thought he had only been outside for 30 minutes. Well. Comments. It is not mentioned in the original Russian summary, but one has to wonder if Kusov, with his intent to approach the object, suffered any damaging after effects. Also, a hypnotic regression is necessary in this case. Yeah, well, I'd like to see what that revealed. I want to see how many times he was probed, because that's exactly how this shit happens. Yeah, I don't like reports out of Russia, but I kind of like this one. I do. I like it. I like it. And I don't see Anton Anfilov, that motherfucking weasel piece of shit. I don't see him anywhere. Good. Stay gone, you fucking cockroach. If you want to know about Anton, go back to previous tapes. I rant on him, pretty much like every third tape or something. He was this Russian guy who just made up this outrageous, outlandish goddamn fucking shit. And I think he was trying to sell it to Western ufologists, and probably some of the fools bought it, but it was just so outrageous that it just made you gag. It just made you gag. This is not written anything like one of his pieces of shit. Anyway, how much credibility? I'm going to give it some credibility. I'm going to give it, man, I really, really like it. I mean, it could be total bullshit. Maybe he could have read some shit from various articles and novels and whatever and put them all together. It doesn't sound like he's trying to go for any kind of notoriety or anything, though. I'm giving him a lot. I usually give out like a grain of sand, sometimes 2 or 3. I'm giving him 50. I'm giving him 50 grains of sand. So I don't know how much that would be in weight. Probably a gram, something like that. 50 grains of sand. Wow, I do. I kind of like that one. Okay, how are we doing here? Oh yeah, we got time. Okay, here's a location, Jarrettsville, Maryland. May 1st, 1978, time is night. After several nights of seeing a... Oh no. Please, God, no more. Makes me feel dizzy and woozy. I think I'm having a stroke. That'd be okay. Just do it quickly, I don't want any of this goddamn left side, right side dead fucking shit. I just want to go. Just, cut to black. All right, here we go. We gotta forge through this fucking thing. After several nights of seeing a 7 to 8 foot tall, hair-covered creature on the grounds probably, of Victor Galuzzo's home. Right. Okay. Come on. Wait. Come on. This is 1978. I swear to God, they had invented the fucking camera by 1978. Okay. And they're seeing this thing every night for several nights. Nobody's got a picture. All right. This. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I know I don't do Bigfoots. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying I don't care. Okay. Trying to focus here. After several nights of seeing a 7 to 8 foot tall, hair-covered creature on the grounds of Victor Galuzzo's home, investigator Steve Stover reported seeing 2 huge glowing red eyes while scanning a ridge of trees in the distance. Oh, God, Red Bull, please. You can get that IV, right? Red Bull IV. I think you can, yeah. Red Bull Animal. That might work. There was a rumor circulating around that. That's how they killed Marilyn Monroe. Poison enema. Fucking God. Wouldn't surprise me. It's not even one iota. Okay. I can't concentrate on this damn thing. Okay, he sees red eyes while scanning a ridge of trees in the distance. A local psychotic, who was there then tried to lure the creature. Then several witnesses saw a brightly lit craft that began circling the property at low altitude. And nothing. That's it. Okay. I'm taking a grain of sand out of the bucket for that. Okay. South Middleton, Massachusetts, May 2nd, 1978, time is unknown. A witness noticed two white-gray humanoid figures standing on the grounds of the property. Okay. That's, compared to the shit we go through, this is perfectly effing plausible. I believe every word of it so far. They stood motionless and held their arms close to their bodies. Well, I hate to say it, that's kind of a little bit of an odd stance, and it's reported again and again and again and again and again. And I don't know why. I'm trying to imagine why. I mean, assuming these little fuckers even exist, we don't. Well, I'm gonna say we don't know, but we do. Maybe it's something weird about their physiology that just makes it look as though they're holding their arms close to their sides, And maybe that's just a natural stance for them. But it's reported really quite a lot. Creepazoids are just standing there with their arms close to their, even sometimes walking, even sometimes running with their arms like super glued, Velcroed to their sides. And I'm just trying to imagine why would a creature evolve? If they're bipedal, it just seems natural they're going to use those arms to counterbalance the weight when they're walking, running, but people say, no. Okay, anyway, they stood motionless and held their arms close to their sides. They're motionless. No, what the fuck? No other details were noted, no other information at the end. That's it? No. Come on. You got to say something. You got to say, well, after 10 minutes they've disappeared or... Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Okay, Villa Mercedes, San Luis, Argentina. May 4th, 1978. Time is unknown. Short one. Soon after a blinding blue light caused a road accident near this city, about 100 people... Oh. See, if you've got audio only, you have no idea what I'm seeing. Okay. I got derailed there. Soon after, a blinding blue light caused a road accident near this city. About 100 people saw 50 UFOs flying above Villa Mercedes. Well, one of the astronauts said that for weeks and weeks and months, before he ever went into space, I can't remember the name of who was it. He's dead now, I'm pretty sure. He said from one air base, they watched flying saucers. Well, they watched objects fly over at very high altitude. They figured like 60, 70,000 feet. They didn't have anything that could go up and look at them, so they didn't try. And he said there was masses of them going, as I recall, I think he said east to west. Like all day, every day, for weeks. Okay, so... Shortly after, some people declared that they witnessed, also near Villa Mercedes, the landing of a saucer-shaped craft, out of which came a being dressed in a green suit. Okay, well, all right. Credibility, yes or no? Possibly. I can go 2 grains of sand. Okay, St. Constant, Quebec, Canada. May 13th, 1978, 22:45 or 10:45 at night. Okay, 2 witnesses, Yves Naylor and Sylvia Peasant-2, were sitting in a park truck. What are you doing out there, girls? At 11 o'clock at night. Alone, sitting in the truck. What are you doing? Got your clothes on? Want to talk about it? 1978, they're alive. Depending. Let's waterboard. Let's find out. I don't give a rat's ass about the aliens. I want to know what they were doing in that pickup. Okay. They saw an orange, red, luminous, glowing object of an undetermined shape descend over them. A beam of light was shown on the witnesses, who then briefly saw what appeared to have the head of an entity looking at them. Oh, God, I don't want to see that. Oh, God, no. The witnesses felt panic and experienced a strong heat wave and had difficulty moving their arms. I'm getting a buzz here. I think we forgot to shut off some machinery in our wonderful soundproof studio. Yeah. Okay, the witnesses felt panic and experienced a strong heat wave and had difficulty moving their arms. Then glowing object, I think they mean the glowing object then disappeared from sight. Yeah, okay. Can we go a whole grain of sand? No, not really, because there's not even aliens. They're just a light thing doing some of the shit. I can give it 1/4 of one. No, I can't give it anything because there's no aliens. Oh, yes, there is. There's a head. He said what appeared to have been the head. Okay, so I can give him a grain of sand. One grain. Okay. Last one. Here's something. Marshes, Lowestoft, England. And I really hate them out of England because that means we got to translate them from Swahili to English. You know, the British language it came from, the base language of Swahili. And I've told that story too many times, and the British all want to fucking kill me now, and I don't care. The British people came from Swahili land, originally East Africa, and they separated from the Swahilis, and the nice Swahilis, you know, drove them west through the jungles and shit over to Western Africa. The British really fucking hate them. Oh, fuck the British too, goddammit. Fuck them. No, as my people would say, fuck them. Fuck them. My Scottish brethren. Fuck them. Okay, that's how I feel. Anyway, so the original, before there was in England, the Swahilians got driven to Western Africa because they annoyed the base population of Swahilians. And so they drove them to Western Africa, and they said, fuck you, don't come back. Don't fucking come back. And the bad Swahilians over there, they said, okay. And so after a while, so they made a home there in Western Africa. And then after a while, the real Swahilians, like 100 years, they just kept thinking about them these fucking fuckers over there in West Africa. And they thought, you know, this continent just is not big enough for the both of us. And so they mounted some kind of a big war party, some goddamn thing, and marched all the way over there. Said, hey, motherfuckers, we don't like you. Nobody likes you. Snakes don't even fucking like you. And time to move on. Or we'll, you know, there's 800,000 of us and there's 40,000 of you. Rock on, motherfuckers. And so the bad Swahilians over there, they just said, okay. And they moved on up north through northern Africa and then across that little channel thing, you know, they made some rafts and shit like that. They made it over to Great Britain, and they got chased around there. All the people of Great Britain hated them. They just fucking hated them. And finally they found an area in central Great Britain where there wasn't really anybody there. And they settled there. And so all the surrounding countries, you know, they just said, okay, you stupid fucks. You know, you just stay there, okay? You just fucking stay there. And if you're lucky, you know, we won't come and kill you. And they said, okay. So, you know, over the centuries, they bastardized the Swahili language and it morphed into some goddamn thing they called British. And it sounds a little bit like English. But, you know, it's not. It's just some shit that they fucking amalgamation of crap they cobbed together. And you know, the Americans went over there quite a few times and tried to teach them, you know, real English. But they said, fuck you, no, we know better than you. So anyway, the problem is when we get these reports out of England, they're rooted in the base Swahili language. And fortunately, I studied that, you know, a long time ago when I was 6. And I translate it for you. And so I've already, you know, translated this one as best I can. You know, sometimes there's a glitch and I'll try to smooth it over for you. But But I hate it, because it's a lot of work. All the shit coming out of England, it's a lot of goddamn extra work for me. Okay, so it's May 14th, 1978 times 2000, 8 o'clock at night. Two young Swahili girls were locking up some horses, Swahili horses. They just finished riding when they saw a large dome-shaped object hovering near the ground among some trees. The object was silvery in color and was encircled by orange lights. Okay, so far so good. The lights changed to pink, then to dazzling white, and the object began to rise. I like this deal where they always change colors when they're going to do some different kind of a maneuver. I like that. It adds credibility. I mean, it's easy to make up, but it kind of sort of adds a little bit of credibility to their stories. The object then descended again, and the lights dimmed. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, that's bad. Okay, this thing was taken off. It's going away. And the girls dodged the bullet. And then, inside the flying saucer, one of the aliens is looking down. Hey, Bob, look at that. Son of a bitch. There's two girls down there, Bob. We missed them. We fucking missed them. We probed all the other farm animals, but we missed those girls. What do you think, Bob? Let's go back down there. Come on, let's get a look at them. Oh, they look hot. Come on, Bob. I don't know. You think they speak English, Bob? No, they probably speak that fucking Swahili shit. That's okay. We'll just tape over their mouths. Who gives a rat's ass, They're girls. Who fucking cares? They don't have anything useful to say anyway. Christ. Okay, so they're going back down. The aliens go back down. The two girls then notice four strange humanoid figures walking towards them. See, they're fucked. I told you, they're fucked. Oh, God, they should have run. They should have run when they had a chance. How much you want to bet they flicked a goddamn flashlight at them or something like that, which they're going to come to regret? Or remember fondly, I don't know. Two were described as 7 foot tall and the other two smaller. Okay. All moved in a jerky zigzag fashion. Why? Why would they? From an evolutionary standpoint, why would anything move in a jerky zigzag fashion? It sounds like it's very energy wasteful. Jerky zigzag fashion. I don't know. I don't think it would have anything to do with different gravities. I can't speculate. The humanoids were described as having no feet. Oh, well, that probably could have a bearing on it. Short legs and arms, short black hair, small eyes, no hands. Oh, they're... The hell? No hands, no ears, and pale-colored skin. Well, okay, here we go. From an evolutionary standpoint again. Okay, maybe you can get along with no feet. Okay, maybe you got hooves, or some goddamn thing, pads, something like that. So maybe that's perfectly doable, but no hands. Okay, now how did you ever build a goddamn rocket ship to get there, Really? How are you even gonna open the roll of duct tape to stick down the girls, How you can do this? All wore orange-colored robes with a silver strip down the neckline. Okay, there's no button-up shirts because they got fucking hands. I can't button the buttons. All four beings were encased in a white, hazy glow. During the incident, horses were rearing, the dogs were howling, and cats were running around frantic. I'm sorry. That brings to mind one tale from a long, long time ago. I don't know how many tapes ago, probably like 100, where the report... Cats just crack me up. I'm sorry. Frankenberry cracks me up. The report was basically that some people in a farm or something, I don't know, they went outside. They heard something outside or they saw something, I don't know, and they walked outside and like 80, 100 feet away, there was a big tree, and there was something in the tree. It looked like some kind of a big goddamn alien thing, like in the tree, sitting on a branch in the tree. And they're all standing out there looking at it. And the stupid house cat is out there farting around, looking around. And this thing in the tree made some kind of movement or a sound or something. And everybody, looked at it, including the cat. The cat, they said, I don't know who the hell would make this up. They said the cat saw that thing and its hair all stuck out, and it went up on its tiptoes and hunched its back, and it's dancing around and yowling. And they said it ran this way, and then it ran that way, and then it ran another way, and then it ran towards the tree, and then it ran back towards the house, and then it just fainted. Just laid there on the ground. Okay, well, it was funny. God damn it, it was. Okay, so they didn't finish the story here, they very often don't. The creepazoids come down, they get out, they walk towards the girls. Cats are running around fainting. Horses are rearing. The end. Don't you hate that? They got probed. You know it. They stopped right at the point where they were going to get probed. And they just say, well, they didn't really remember anything after that. Yeah, you do, bitch. It's not telling us. Okay, well, without any kind of a logical ending, I'm not going to indulge them by giving them much credibility. I give them one grain of sand. It probably happened exactly like they said, but they don't tell us the end. So, okay, that's it. That's it. That's enough stupid tomfoolery. And we're over our time anyway, so. Okay, well, our temperature today here dropped precipitously to about 32 centigrade. And I don't know how to convert that. It was a welcome relief after weeks and weeks of like 35 and humidity about 134% and monsoons and lightning. And today was just lovely. And I went to a coffee shop kind of a thing, outdoor thing, like a Starbucks clone kind of a thing, and a big plaza kind of a thing. And I sat there for, I don't know, a couple of hours and drank some overpriced stupid shit that's probably going to make me sick tomorrow. And I finally realized, man, it is chilly. I mean, I don't even own a coat. Wait, what is this? I don't even own a, get out. I don't even own a jacket. You don't here. Nobody does here. The cars here do not come with heaters. They're not in there. There's no heaters in any car. They're not installed in any car. You can't get them. I don't think you can get them even as an option. No, in fact, I'm positive you can't. The only way you can do it is to order a whole different car from some other country, and then you got all kinds of import shit. Anyway, no home has a heater. Nothing has a heater because it's just hot all the time. But I was sitting out there. This was about 6 o'clock in the evening, 6:30. And it suddenly dawned on me that, man, I'm wishing I had a sweater because I'm feeling chilled. I'm right at the precipice of being uncomfortable. I was okay, but I didn't want any more cold. And I thought, God, that's unusual, especially for this time of year. We're July, 1st of July, and we are, about 3 months past the peak of our summer. So I thought, well, it's pretty cold. It's, fucking snow pretty soon. And just out of curiosity, I pulled up the weather and looked, and it was 30 centigrade. So whatever that calculates out to, I don't know what the hell it is. Okay. That's my news. We're done. Thank the stars. Thank you very, very much. And good evening and good. There it is. Night.